Wouldst thou like to live deliciously?
Okay, an extremely, supremely hot take. Oh, my hair looks so frizzy. It's the humidity. My one of many of my hot cannibalism takes is that there are two kinds of cannibalism that are always ethical. End of story. And once you take like 10 seconds to think about it, you'll be like, oh, of course that's how Bennett feels about it. But here we go. The first kind of cannibalism that is always ethical is consensual cannibalism. It doesn't matter if it's auto cannibalism, where you consent. You're getting there, Roniros. Auto cannibalism, assuming you consent to it yourself. I don't know why you wouldn't consent to eating yourself. I don't know how that would work, but that's fine. That counts. Adam, what's up? Welcome. Uh, Moros asked a question: is self cannibalism the only ethical cannibalism? So I have two of my thoughts is that there's two kinds of cannibalism that are always ethical. What's up, Drusif? What's up, Adam? This is the greatest way to start stream. Um, if you can, if the consenting parties agree to cannibalism, it's all good. Auto cannibalism, I'm assuming that you can consent to eating yourself, so that's fine. If you want to eat a friend of yours and your friend of yours wants to get eaten, that's all good. The only time consensual cannibalism, sorry, the only time cannibalism that's not consensual is acceptable is when it's the rich. Always, uh, any billionaire is on the table as far as I am concerned. It doesn't matter who's okay with it. It sounds like imperial propaganda. This is definitely not imperial propaganda. This is extremely heretical. But that's my actual genuine honest take on cannibalism is that as long as all the parties are consenting, it's ethical. But it's always ethical if it's the rich. I know eat the rich is a metaphor. It's a catchy slogan, but I stand by it. And if given the opportunity to cook and eat a billionaire, I would fucking do it. That's my take. So we're gonna build models now. Welcome in, Adam. Welcome, Drusif. Moros, it's wonderful to see you. Flabby Snacks, you wonderful creature. How are you? How is everybody today? It's a fucking Friday. It is a Friday, and I have a fancy drink, and it's what else could you want? I mean, yeah, there's a boil water advisory in Baltimore right now. Got a little cryptosporidium. We got some Bitcoin in there. See that video of Elon Musk cosplaying as a villain from Machete at the border? I did not. I saw that he started. Yeah. We have cryptosporidium. We have Bitcoin in the water. The Druid Hill Reservoir, I think, was just tested to have enough cryptosporidium, which is a microbacteria that causes tummy upset. Uh, there's enough of it in the groundwater that the immunocompromised should be boiling their water or drinking bottled water. It's fine to bathe in, and the healthy quotation marks around that concept, because as we've learned over the last 3 years, nobody is what they think they are or what they say they are. But yeah, it's enough to. It's basically going to give you like the shits and maybe the pukes if you are susceptible. So, yep, yeah. The whole map is it actually affects not just Baltimore City, but some of the surrounding counties. Let me just look this up and put a link to it. Yeah, here we go. I'm just gonna toss this link up here. That's a pretty solid map, but it's basically most of the city plus Baltimore County. It's like it's everything, baby. So, you know, if you're in Baltimore, which I know only Drusif is, you know, be careful. We're having this discussion as I'm having mild diarrhea. That might be why it's been going on since I think they said that the test was like the 17th was when they realized like, oh fuck, there might be enough cryptosporidium in the water to actually fuck people up. The 19th. The 19th. That's what it was. I'm just going to read this article to everyone. I specifically go to Baltimore to drink water, so this is important. You know, there's a lot of reasons to go to Baltimore. The water is not one of the ones that I would pick. There you go. That's the news, everyone. Yeah. I moved my camera again, and I think I like this placement more, but we're gonna find out. Just gonna keep moving my cameras until it stops. So that might be a reason you're having diarrhea. It also could be, you know, any of the other reasons that the human body experiences bad bathroom time. Bathroom time, if you will. Can I just... right there? Maybe? Will you stand? Stand by me, so darling. No, wait, I just built that. Eating soap, for instance. Eating soap is a good reason to come to Baltimore. We have many rich and varied soaps. We have crab-flavored soap. Would you believe it if I said we have crab-flavored soap? Or rather, Old Bay-flavored soap. No, we might have Old Bay flavored soap. I haven't actually looked. I am being facetious. What? No, stop falling. Uh, 43. There. I mean, I haven't ever looked. I've never wanted it. It does sound spicy. Old Bay soap. There is an Old Bay soapery making artisanal soaps, but they don't appear to make Old Bay soap. Now appreciative that Druid Lake is also where they put the bodies. Yeah. You know, we got all kinds of cool things in Baltimore, and that's on the list. No, I can confirm from accidents, I swear, that Old Bay in certain areas is in fact incredibly painful. It is both spicy and gritty, which are two things you don't want. And if you do want them, you and I are living a very different life, but I'm wildly curious about yours. Also, I'd like to take this opportunity to say cryptosporidium. It's such a good word. It really feels like a science fiction term, like unobtainium. Cryptosporidium. We cannot fire the lasers. We have no cryptosporidium. How do I choose to punish people who visit my home? It's my own business. Fair. Fair. Edge Knights. Indeed, indeed. I was gonna work on terrain, but I was having fun with these knights, so it's still happening. Guest soap activate. Siri, activate the guest soap. Computer, can you generate a nude tane? Clip, how are you doing, my friend? It's a funky Friday. It's a funky, freaky Friday. It's time to partay on this Friday. Welcome to me being the coolest and saying shit like that. I get to play D&D tonight. I'm excited about that. Is that a mold line or is that some clever sorcery? Old Bay soap ensures they will leave or summon crab. Summon the crab! Okay. I have 45 in my hand. Where does 44 is this back joint? Maybe there? No? Where does this leg go? Right there? Aha! Got it. My game tonight is the one that I'm playing in, where I'm playing my socialist cleric. Who is currently assisting with a strike and trying to get the local churches involved with supporting a strike. Because, of course I am. Fuck, this is good. I want to drink this all day. Okay, and that just goes into this front region, this frontal cortex. Right there. Tight. I feel bad because like all of my D&D games have been postponed for a long time. Oh, yeah. Whittle and Jamie are playing Fartnite? Oh, Fortnite. That sounds like the only way I could be convinced to watch someone play Fortnite is if it was Whitty and Jamie together. If you do wind up watching them, tell them I said hey, They're great. But I still don't think that that's enough to make me watch someone play Fortnite. More money for your followers means more money for church. Bad churches. Goddamn right. Wait, how did I fuck up? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? How are you? What is your... Like that. We got it. We got it! Problem solved. I think. Looks like it. Should just download Fortnite and play with them. I don't want to play Fortnite. That's the thing. There's a lot of video games I would love to play with Jamie and Whitty, and none of them are Fortnite. Most of them are minis games, actually. Surprise. How in the great Googling piss did I build this so wrong? What the fuck? I don't know. It seems fixed, though. Okay. I don't know anything about Don't Starve. What is Don't Starve? Horses. Is it 46? Yes. It's a game. Okay, that's helpful. That's didn't where you try not to starve. You know, you get what you ask for. You don't always ask what you get for. Didn't they just do a collaboration with Cult of the Lamb on like the most recent DLC update, whatever we're calling that? Up DLC? Oh, right. There was a gap on one of these heads that I wanted to. Yes. Yeah. And I will now hold it shut. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. So I still don't know anything about Don't Starve, except that it's somehow connected to Cult of the Lamb. In spirit, if not in actual plot or gameplay. Got a really Tim Burton-y style. You're getting my lurk. Bye. Okay, hey, if you're lurking, you gotta say hello to them on my behalf, okay? That worked really well. That gap is gone. It is a game made by developers? Fuck that. I only play games not made by developers. Whenever possible, I do not fuck with that. That's some bullshit. This is the last horse. Okay. So I should be able to just find all the horse parts and put all the horses together. One would think. But this is Warhammer, so I'm not going to be presumptuous like that. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water, turning the friggin' frogs gay. That's really what Cryptosporidium does. I need 55, which is this body right here. $60 and $59. Horse leg. $60. Nowhere. Of course, it's on a completely different screw. Why would it be on this one? There it is. Owie! My earring got caught on my vest. Oh shit, that reminds me. I'm wearing this vest right now. So, I can put this pin on it. Should have made more bad puns. When did I get my ears pierced? I got my ears pierced the first time when I was 15 or 16, and foolishly, like an idiot, got it done at Claire's. So they didn't heal right, and I wound up having to take them out for one of the school plays that I was involved with, and they sealed up and just kind of didn't have pierced ears for a while. And then just after college ended, my friend Jonesy, who is my tattoo artist friend, re-pierced my ears for me because she's great like that. And ironically knew her in college, but she didn't know that she wanted to do tattooing until after college. So I've had them pierced for about a decade, maybe more like close to 15 years, but not consecutively. How was the healing experience and the re-piercing? I mean, the healing experience was fine. I had a little bit of keloidal growth in my lobes that lasted for honestly like a year or two. But then kind of went away, and then the re-piercing was fine. It was like it never got pierced in the first place. And they healed up perfectly fine because she knows what she's doing. And then I got my septum and other body parts pierced last Christmas? 2 Christmases ago? And those have all healed A-okay. I don't know why I'm being vague. I can just say my nip nops. I can be real adult about it and say my nip nops. My napples. In general, Gonna go do, yeah! Rear. I'm probably gonna buy that this month and play it on stream, because I've been good about not buying it, but I want to buy it. Rear. Really, I'm good. That's, I mean, I watched you I watched you play the end, and since then I've been like, I need to play it. Where does this fucking art go? What do I do with this? How does this work? You can't just say put it on there. That is not a helpful that. Fucking who designed this bullshit? Oh, it's like that. Okay. I would do PC so I can stream it. I don't want to. I don't want to fuck around with figuring out how to make my PS5 stream. I just like. I don't want to live that life. But I would probably get it on PC. My Steam name is Holy Fireman. It might be the Holy Fireman. Hold on, my Steam's open, and I don't. Yeah, it's just Holy Fireman. PS5 streaming is really easy. Don't tell me that. I have to do it at that point. Even if my PS5 is upstairs and my computer is downstairs. Is this correct according to the manual? It looks like it is. Why did I suddenly get bad at building minis? What the fuck happened in the last, like, 12 hours? Remote play. Well. Is it that? Is it like that? It looks like it's like that. I do not run an Ethernet to my PS5. I should be running an Ethernet to my PS5, but I don't have an Ethernet long enough. So I don't do that yet. I know I'm about to get reprimanded, but... Wait, where does this leg go? Did I make a 3-legged horse? Nope, that's 4 legs. Where does this leg go? Oh, on this side. Okay. Cool. On the head? That sounds right. I'm not a doctor, but I remember my anatomy well enough. Don't even need a capture card or anything. You just capture the remote play application on your PC. Huh. I thought it was going to be harder than that. That's... Huh. Wait, what did I just fuck up? What am I missing? Is it supposed to look like that? Why is there a chunkus just not there? Oh, okay, there you go. Because you add it on later. Okay. Steam says I was last online 5,000 days ago. I'm online right now. Like, what? I literally have Steam open. Does it have my little logo on there? Like, is it definitely me and not a different Holy Fireman? It says the last game I played was Half-Life Episode 2 in 2007. That is objectively incorrect. What the fuck? Oh, I guess I'm not friends with you on Steam, though. That's weird. But I sent you a friend request. That's gotta be my old account. I just sent you a friend request. What the fuck? I've had the Steam account for almost 20 years. I've only had this one for like 10. So that's a long time. I thought 10 was a long time. Oh, this goes up on the head part, right? Yes. Okay. Mother of God. Okay, no. It was good, and then I fucked it up. There we go. I need 58. Right there. How does gaming work? And by gaming, I mean clipping things off of sprues. But also, how does gaming work? We're stuck up onto that. It's supposed to be like a little further back than the other leg. Just do that exactly like that. It does. Yes, it does. Can anyone tell me why I just remembered Roman Polanski's name? Isn't he a diddler? Isn't he one of them bad dudes? There we go. Like Woody Allen, but not as funny. I guess that's technically T. Okay. I'm gonna decide which mini goes on which base. I guess also which mini I want to be the unit. I like this one with the foldy tail. You motherfucker, you did not. What? I'm gonna have to fight you. Thank you. Just install it. Thank you. No, wait, don't install it. I'm streaming. Bad idea. Stop. Pause. Wait. Thank you. It's not my birthday. Just to make it really clear to all of stream, it's not my birthday. This is just way in advance of a birthday. I need to make this as clear as humanly possible. I appreciate that. Now I have to play it on stream, and I have to do that ASAP. Let's start with one that I think will fit on this. Do I put a horse on there? Ooh, I could put a horse on there. That would be cool. I think that's the one. Thank you for real, Drusif. Deserve the wonder of re-experiencing RE4. I'm really excited. With how much I enjoyed 7, 8, and the remake of 2, and how okay the remake of 3 was, I'm excited for the 4 remake. And you're glued. These are big fucking dudes. Like, whoa! Any tips on convincing a bunch of flame skulls you're the captain now? Fire! And they replace pretty much everything they cut from the OG and the DLC? Yes! Perfect. I love to hear that. Maybe you on this one? Like, flame skulls. Convincing flame. Well, light your head on fire and scream louder than them is my first tip. But that's just generally my tip for being in charge of anyone. Yeah, let's do that. Board their ship with a bunch of AK-47s. Look one in the eye and tell them you are the captain now. Good easy glue. Nope, just kidding. Fucked it up. Did you wind up playing the Resident Evil 8 DLC? Because I haven't touched that yet. And I would like to. No, all right. I heard good things, but I don't know how valid they are. Just hearing randomly, like, you had it on your PC and your laptop died. That sucks. What if I do a... Nope, that's not going to work. You. Almost. Nope. Nope, that's not going to work. Pranked. Get wrecked. That might work. It's a lot of open ground, though. I mean, that'll work. It's just not exciting. What if I... No, that's a big angle for me. That angle of the dangle is far too large. That though. I might fuck with that. All right. Oh, that is not where I wanted the super glue. Blue, I just want you to come out. Okay? Just come out. Don't be like this. Not for your buddy. Not for me, of all people. I think that'll work. I can hide that little gap with a skull or something. Yori, oh wow. Dubstep sounds. Is that part of the music or is that something else? I'll never know. Just the way I like it. Am I just gonna hold this? Is this the plan? Welcome to the stream. Fucking coconuts. Stay. Thank you. All right. Ding, ding, ding. Oh fuck. Okay. Fuck. What if I just that pressure point? Oop. Tight. God, that's good coffee. So what do I do with the rest of these? What's their modus operandi? Okay, so they want me to give the unit leader a mace, which I'm morally opposed to because I don't think vampires should be using bludgeoning weapons. So I'm gonna do a little conversion as soon as I find those pieces. Castlevania was good. I know you mentioned it yesterday, and then I haven't had a chance to start watching it yet. I also haven't had a chance to design the Mittens Warlock. But thankfully, I've got a reminder to do so. I'm excited about it though. Oh, could I just replace it with this lance and call it a day? That would be convenient. Yeah, I really like the Castlevania anime series. Which is it feels like such a weird sentence. But it also makes a lot of sense. Sense. Oh, I don't think that's not quite the right size for me to cleanly just swap. I'm gonna have to do some weird bodging.
It's always time for plunst.
I fucking agree. Good point, Adam. Oh. Quite the aggressive plunst. Maybe I can just do a straight swap. Let's find out. A terrifying plunst. It's a seasonally appropriate plunst. It is, after all, the spooky season.
Hello there.
Oh, there we go. Spanish! How you doing, Darth? Come on, motherfucker. I could just be using my jeweler saw, but there you go. Foolishly, I thought this would be easy. Yo, honestly, I still feel betrayed by those two vampire hunters who like made Alucard fall in love with them. Spoiler alert for a season that came out years ago. But I still feel betrayed by that and did not see where that season was going, so, you know. I think that'll do it. I think that's our move. Tight. I'm doing pretty good. I'm very sufficiently caffeinated. I did not read anything sus from them. I thought they were straightforward siblings who wanted to have a threesome with a vampire. And that's just... I think we should live in a world where there's more of that. Personally. Come on. Don't make me pin you or anything. Just, like, function for me. Please. Nope. It's actually gonna be better like that. Immediately improved by the addition of more birds. Fuck yeah! Gotta love increased birds. Wait, which body am I supposed to put this on? One. That's this one. Okay. Maybe? Yeah, right like that. Yeah, that works. That works. Thank you, plastic glue. The series doesn't... I mean, the series has a throuple. It's just everybody's too cowardly to admit. And by everybody, I mean the writers. But it's so clear that Sifa, Belmont, and Alucard are a fucking throuple. It is not a question to me. They're all very in love with one another. Okay, that's mostly straight and looks pretty good. Is this one of those times that I can put a... Should I try to put this on one of them? That's a little much. All right. I wanted a moment on screen. I mean, yes. They should have had like a big three-way kiss. And just admitted to being deeply in love with each other. Six is where? Madam, where is your arm? I love Morgana and Striga. They were so cute, and I definitely didn't ship Belmont and Sifa because I was hoping for Belmont and Alucard. It's the three of them together. But Morgana and Striga, fucking perfect, like couple goals. I'm not a lesbian, but actually, you know what? I'm not going to be confident about that. I don't think I'm a lesbian, but Morgana and Striga. How do I do it? Does it just slip in? Yep, seems to. All right. We can just anime solution this. What does that mean, Oneros? Does that mean are we making a Castlevania Dojin? Polygamy for everyone. Yeah, there you go. Polyamory is a valid real life solution to a lot of problems, and more people need to realize that. Which number is that? What body part? 11. Marana and Striga are so goals. Striga cleans the blood off of her before going back to Marana. It was so cute. I know! Ugh. Those sweethearts. Let's go, lesbians. Ouch. Sharp. Sharpening my fingies. That's the way we want to be. Concept being passed around deep. I was just about to say deep Glock Galactic. I'd play DRG with them. Holy fuck. That would be a joy. Just to put that back out there. I love that you're like a go-between for like 3 different streams right now. Okay, before I put this on intentionally on the wrong body. Deep Glock Galactic. That was a porno title. Oh, God, yeah. I regret it. So which arm do they think the standard wants to go on? 40 wants to go on the weird pokey nose. The deepening, the extra Glock. Anybody else see Wolf Cop? Speaking of cop pornography. Because let me tell you, the werewolf sequence I didn't know I needed was watching a man's dick turn into a werewolf dick. Which I guess is directly up Junebug's alley now that I'm thinking about it. Deepest Glock. Well, one of them has to be called Reloaded. Deepest Glock Reloaded. Do I want to use this banner? Do I want to use a different banner? Why is this so difficult? Wait, I heard Junebug and then stream borked. Oh, I said, did anybody else see Wolf Cop? Because there's a scene in that movie where the werewolf transformation involves watching the wolf cop's dick, his human dick, turn into a wolf dick. Yeah, I like the flag. I'm gonna use it. This is the werewolf propaganda that liberals want. It is. What they crave. Oh, does it go on this one? Maybe? Got the thing to do it. Like that. Like that. No? Yes? Like that. Okay. Ouch. This is the future liberals want. Cop, block cop. Werewolf cop. Fucking stick to the loo, darling. Okay. I think I've got it. When your dick counts as a separate creature. Wouldn't know. I've never been overburdened in that regard. I'm not kidding when I say I misheard cop as a completely different word, but either way it applied. What word could it have been, Adam? I'm dying to know what you thought you heard. I'm begging for help. I'm screaming for help. This is not a joke. Synonyms? Synonyms for cop. Cock. Maybe cock? Maybe it was cock. Maybe I'm just gonna keep saying cock until Bezos stops me. If he can. Roosters. Roosters everywhere. Caw! That's not the sound roosters make. But if it was, you know. I have no idea where that thought pattern's going. Oh, you have a weird square in the side of your neck. Why do you have a weird square in the side of your neck? Why are you like this? Gotcha, that's why. You've got a piece that needs to get glued. I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna be smart about it. I was playing a game and very focused, so I definitely heard werewolf cock instead of werewolf cop. Well, it was a werewolf cop with a werewolf cock. Yeah, okay, fair. It immediately pulled me from my game. I think that's reasonable. I need 47, 48, and 49. Maybe they're next to each other. There you go, there's one. $47. 48, right there. 69 is not right there, however. Today was a normal stream for this channel. I mean, yeah. It's a weirder stream when we don't talk about things like werewolf cock. If we're being honest with ourselves. Well, that glued really well. Thanks. I don't know why thanks was the move to that, but there you go. Yeah, and we talked about cannibalism. We talked about cannibalism and we talked about werewolf cock. Let's just count those counters up, you know?
You can have dinner with us. You like head cheese. My brother makes it real good. You like it.
Look,
Ooh, it's almost time for an ad. Oh, thank you. They are raccoon baculum. Bonus points if you happen to know what baculum are. Because you'll find it's wildly relevant to the conversation. Oh, it just slipped in there. All right. If you don't know what baculum are now, I will happily tell you. It does not tie into werewolf cock. Well, it might. All right, it might. So here's the thing. Most mammals have penis bones. Humans don't, because we're weird. Raccoons are one of the mammals that do have penis bones. And this is what they look like. That or I was lied to when I bought these earrings. Either one is equally possible. Where's the other one that had the really specific shield holding maneuver? You. 22 and 23. I mean, humans are weird for so many reasons. We really don't do anything right as a species. There's 20. Oh, there's 22. Okay. So we're chickens? I mean, okay. Everything's weird. And the reality is that there's not really a normal in nature. Because nature is a bunch of chaotic processes working with and against each other all the time. And without getting into a sort of a creationist stance. Does it just right like that? Yes, it does. That's I'm inclined to think that biology is an interesting sort of double whoopsie of chaotic processes being refined into orderly processes, and that's how creatures continue to exist. Is it this one? Yes. And it just that? No, that can't be right. Oh, maybe it can be? What the fuck? How does this work? Shit. Is there another stretch of cloth? No. So it just goes on there? Oh, fuck. What's the... How does it work? How does it do? What is it? Explain to me. What the fuck? Fuck. Maybe I'll glue that on first and then the actual rest of it on. Eh? Maybe shield second. I also don't know why I'm being up in my ass about this when the shield is really going to hide most of it. But... And I have the capability to fix it one way or the other. But, darn it. Kumquats! Looks like it. Slack's got a wand of polymorph and knows what dinosaurs are. I don't have a wand of polymorph, but I do know what dinosaurs are. Where is this supposed to attach? Is it supposed to be inside the thing? Oh, it is. Okay. I'm going to glue this shield on, and then we are going to take our little ad break, and I'm going to rehydrate. How do I just did this right. How do I do it? No! No! Come on! Okay, you know what? Ad break now. While I center myself. I'll be right back. I love you all. Please remain intact.
We are Legion!
Okay, everybody. Now we're gonna give that a good old fresh try. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm not gonna have a hissy fit or anything. I'm just gonna build the mini. Perfect, beautiful. A little bit of realignment. All right. Let gravity do the work there. Time to make cinnamon rolls. Fucking hell yes. The only thing I like more than cinnamon rolls is lots of cinnamon rolls. I'm sure there's other things I like more, but like gremlins. No, I don't think I like gremlins more than cinnamon rolls. Given the opportunity to watch Gremlins again or to eat a cinnamon roll, I think I know which one I picked. Okay, so are the rest of them all weird like that? What do you got? Did I put you together already? Yes. What about you? '61, '62, '63 for this one. Not these. Ah, here we go. Damn. We're 62. How am I missing this? There's 61, there's 63. '62 is right there. All right. Got it. So I say this as my phone rings with a number I don't recognize. I heard, and this is going to make me sound probably very boomery and old, but I heard that the latest scam is using AI to replicate your voice and call your bank. So that's one of the reasons we've all been getting so many spam calls, is just so that we'll talk to them, so they have our voices on file, so they can replicate them. And on the one hand, it does make me feel kind of loony to voice that thought. But on the other hand, it does make sense. So, I don't know. Either way, I hate it, and I'm just not picking up, especially because I no longer live a life, no longer have a job where I need to always answer my phone. I'm not picking up unless I know who it is, or I'm specifically expecting a strange phone call. Blue, you have a hole to fit comfortably into. We should all be so lucky. What about you? What is your arm? What's your arm situation? Well, wait. We'll finish this. We'll be clever. Why wait? Procrastinate. There we go. Glued together and it feels so good. Ouch. Finding sharp parts like I knew I would. So where's your arm? There's got to just be a random arm now that doesn't have anything attached to it. Yep, right there. Cool beans. It's glued to a horse head. I certainly hope not. I thought the extra legs were on the heads. I'm not sure this is something they can have their cake and eat it too. Maybe it is. How do you even make it? I wish my fingers worked. Like that? Like that. No, not like that. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight it so bad. Oh, wah. All right. Gonna have to be good enough. Then it's in the horse's mouth as a snack, like the bone on this wolf. So happy with that wolf. Am I a large child? Well, yes. Yes, I am. Is this a commission or a choice? This is a choice. These are my minis. It just so happens that I really like the base minis, so I'm not really chopping them up. All right, come on. Gotta be harder than this to fuck this up. Maybe it's not. Put a little more in there. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Become one with the trees. If that's a threat. I guess to a vampire who should rightly be afraid of stakes, that would be a threat. Now that I think. Now that I put a little bit of thought into my meat. No, fuck you. Be glued where I want you glued. Pro tip. Hashtag killing it. Get it? You're undead. Okay. All right. Okay. I get it. I get it. See what's going on here. I understand. You don't want to pay rent. What the fuck, Bennett? I just say words. Does anybody else just say words? Oh, and the leader also has these cool big wings as armor. Big wings. My cat. Your cat just says stuff? What a cool cat. She wakes up and screams. Fair. I also do that sometimes. Steph! Free falling. Well, that's not the one. It's this one. Where does this go? I'm gonna have to actually look at the directions. Oh, see, usually when I scream, it's not happily.
He's my best friend.
Oh, it worked.
He's my homeboy, my rock
Where does it
star.
go? It goes...
My good time boy.
It go... What? It goes getting... No. What? How does it... What? Oh, there we go. Okay. Understood? Understood. You can always have the shout out, Steph. I'm just sad I haven't been around to catch any of your streams or to shout you out more. Oh, fucking sock block it. Get built. No, I said get built. What do you think I meant by that? No, you little goblin. Become manageable. There we go. We did it. We did it. I made it happen. You can call me Roald Dahl because I'm problematic. What is up today? After today, you have a week off? Fuck yeah. What you doing with your week off? Going on vacay? Are you committing unspeakable deeds that are probably illegal and you shouldn't say them online? You gonna kiss puppies? Right on their cute little heads? Those are the only three things a person can do. Vacations, unspeakable acts, kiss puppies. Pick while you're ahead, I guess. I think this one for you. Person glue. Like that. We've done it. I choose all three. Cleaning the house and finishing the mini for Dragonfall. Joe's flying in Thursday. Yeah. Kiss puppies every day. Kiss puppies every day. To quote Snoop Dogg. To paraphrase Snoop Dogg. These attach the same way? No, they're definitely intended to go on specific hands. I don't... But I don't have a problem with them going on the arms that they're supposed Yeah, okay. That's fine. Dragonfall's gonna be fun. I want to know. I want to hear about your Dragonfall experiences. Why? Why? Why in the name of Tuckus Baruckus is this the behavior you're giving? Like, really, truly. Okay. There. You did it. Now, glue properly with gusto. Is it just that? It was just that. All right. Tight. Kind of want to paint my hallways that my door opens black and put scary art in it. That would be cool. Today's lunch is turkey sandwich on croissant. On a croissant. That's not, it doesn't excite me, but as long as it's good, hell yeah. I'm not a big turkey eater. I don't love them. They're not my favorite bird. Much to Aniris's chagrin, I do not only eat birds I don't like. I actually only eat birds I do like. Why eating crow's a cool, good thing for me. How are you meant to assemble minis? How does a person do it? The line for Sloppy Joe's was too long. Oh. I already spooked a kid with a print of the beast from the... Oh, fuck yeah. From over the garden wall. It's a good beast. Am I just a moron? Is that the problem I'm having, or is this actually difficult? Not that one. I feel like it's got to be this one. That weird line. Yeah. Gotta be that. Did I trim down this lance already? Looks like yes. Gonna go for it. Nobody can stop me. Neither God nor man. Only, actually, honestly, only plastic miniature can stop me. Now that I'm thinking about this. And so far, it's doing a pretty good job. Gotta wait for that to glue. I want to drink some coffee. Picked up a new medium and it is pricey. What's the medium? This arm did not go on as intended. That's a whole cartload of nuts. Just like that. Stay like that. Little snapper. You fucking bag of dollar bills. They are they are they are penis bone earrings. They are raccoon baculum. Bag of dollar bills. Excuse me. What does bag of dollar bills mean? Why do I say the words I say? How do I make the decisions I make? Where is God in all of this? Ooh, acrylic markers are tight. They're very cool, but yeah, they're expensive. How do you friendly answer bone birds? How do you friendly answer bone birds? That? Is that the way? Okay, that's the one. Vacationing while doing something unspeakable. That seems like a way to friendly answer bone birds. Okay. Let it be known. I really like these minis. Aside from gluing their arms onto them. Looks right to me. I'm gonna leave it. What did it? Okay. Gotta think of a barbarian character for Oops All Barbarians tomorrow. You should do. What's up, Mel? You should do. Pascas are finicky. They work great on certain sources. Cert. When it's time to party, we will party hard. Andrew WK Barbarian is pretty good. I wish talking was. What does it look like from behind? Did I use the wrong arm, maybe? Certainly seems possible. Will that stop me? Absolutely not. Returning from lurking to give credit where it's due for that pun. Clip is definitely a punster, I must say. All right, fuck it. We're cutting it and letting glue do its job. Shit. Get glued. You little ambigram. You don't know who Andrew WK is? Oh, he's a fucking metal musician and motivational speaker. And is just such a cool dude. And I, at least at one point, was with Kat Dennings. I don't know if they got married or were just dating or whatever, but I know they were together in a biblical sense for a while. If any of us needed more reasons to be just jealous of who Ron Paul is, his name is not Ron Paul, it's Andrew WK. Put some clicky clacky math rocks in the Discord. Ooh. I think I responded to that in Discord. Or I looked at them and was like, hey, those are cool. Yeah, I responded in Discord. Yeah, those are nice dice. Where'd you get those? I will fight a bear over these arms. I can't bear it anymore. Local hobby shop. I mean, that's the best place to get really everything. Did you just glue? Stop being a little dickhead. Give arms to the horses. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. If I can't even give arms to the people, I don't think I'm giving arms to the horses. Bear, bear, barbarian, naked bear totem. Awkwardly hold that at an angle and let glue do its thing. Or are these collars all sculpted so there's only one way for the head to fit in them? I hate that. I'll be disregarding that. No, just be glued. Just be glued. That is all I'm asking of you. To enjoy the glories of sticking together. I'm gonna put you on the side like that and it'll be fine. Well, that helmet's goofy as fuck. I don't think I'm gonna use that.
It's always time for plunst.
You're goddamn right it is. I don't know why that was so aggressive. The overplunced. Good old Plunsting Mercy. I think I'm just going to trim everything off these sprues because there's only stuff I didn't use left. Plunsed. Plunsed. More colors is more better. This is as true as it gets. Okay, we got a bald vampire. I'm here for that. Ouch. So far, all our vampires have cool hair, no hair, or helmets. Nope. That's the last of that, too. They feature green. I'm art roused. Oh, Steph. How have I never thought of that pun? Thank you for enlightening me. I'll be here for the next 2 minutes. Well, I know you have work to go back to, but you're always welcome to stay longer than 2 minutes. I really don't like either of these helmets. Maybe I'm gonna put those over there. We're gonna consider all of our options. That's another helmet I like. All right, they're not all bad. They're in fact at least half not bad. I think specifically just half. Wow. What are these helmets? Did I tell you boss is quitting? No, I didn't hear about that. What? That's some shit. think hair flowing back is definitely going over here. Even if I have to do some finagling. If things don't get worse, I wonder if the stress got to her too. Oh boy.
Well, we've always been each other's
Claire!
nemesis.
Surprise, shouty!
Nemesis. What's the plural on that?
Nemesis.
You doing good or not? I'm gonna go with or not. I'm gonna put some more glue on. Fuck! Belly, what's up, dude? We got Claire and Belly simultaneous, like? I'm putting these arms on is the bane of my existence.
Hello there.
Stabbing dirt, writing number. Yo, I'm having a good one, even with a water boil advisory in Baltimore, because things just aren't bad enough ever anywhere. I'm appropriately caffeinated. I'm drinking my Wawa. Not my Wawa, but my Kaka. My coffee. I get to play D&D tonight. Today's pretty good. Kaka. Kaka, Papa, Mama. God, that's a thing I'm behind on. I have not listened, like, since I've been sick and out of town, I have not listened to, like, any of the podcasts that I typically listen to. The bird that Hard One loved. Hard One Surefoot cannot be denied. His love for his bird is unmatched. Did I clean this good? I don't know if I cleaned it good. Oh, yo, the live show was amazing. Yeah, I knew that was fucking coming, Claire. I almost didn't say anything.
Hello there.
Echo! Ow, fuck. This is some heretical vampire shenanigans. Just as sharp as my chaos, guys. I injured the heretic, let's go! I did get distracted enough to stab myself.
there.
Rage smash in 5, 4, 3. Yeah, I mean, I've been pissy about today's works. Putting these arms on has been not my favorite experience, if I'm gonna put it mildly.
It's always time for Plunst.
Fuck yeah, it is. Ouch. Again with the stabbing myself repeatedly. Okay, that you have a head. Is your arm still setting? I'm not gonna move you. I feel worried about that. Ow. That Plunst was filmed in my hometown. Are you starting a Vampire Counts army, or is this just a new unit? Gotta get back to it. Have a good rest of your stream and fun at D&D. Thanks, Steph. You have a good rest of your work, or at least I hope it doesn't suck as much as it can. Echo, this is a new unit. As are the dire wolves that I made yesterday.
Please send me your bones today.
Thank you for the resub.
Weaselboy66 just resubscribed for 6 months.
Oh, there's some magic in those numbers. That's 666. Yeah, Echo, I've had a Vampire Counts army. I just have been focusing on my Chaos guys. I'm focusing on my Word Bearers and assorted Chaos stuff. But it's spooky season, which means it's time for me to focus on Undead. Okay, if I stand you up, is your arm gonna fall off? Nope. Tight. Oh, it is spooky season. It is the spookiest of seasons. These seasons don't get any spookier. You may be surprised to know. Is there a if there is a way to differentiate prime from not prime, you should make the bot do a prime rib joke. Last year was Death Guard for spooky season. I don't know what to do this year. Oh, well, do something spooky. Just anything scary. Just anything scary. Ghosts, goblins, geese. Ooh, you got some flayed ones. Those flayed ones are pretty fucking tight, I gotta say. From day after my birthday to winter solstice is spooky season. I would argue spooky season is pretty much all of fall and winter, personally. Skulls. I want to put some skulls on some bases. Ooh, should I take an ad break? No, I can wait. I got 20 minutes before it'll make me do it. I was expanding your definition. I think it was too strict. Summerween is a thing, but I don't vibe with Summerween as much. It does not do it so much for me. Look, more vampires. Bennett, why do you need so many vampires? Because they're cool, okay? God. A fan of vampires. Vampires, you might say. I think this is the last of them. I think I've built all my other vampires. Yeah, because those are skeletons and zombies. And that's a chaos sorcerer. So yeah. Let's do her first, because I do not care for her head, and I want to swap that. Sweltering Goth season. Gothabellum? Is that like an antebellum joke? Wow, what fancy, unnecessary packaging. What the fuck? Oh, and I just broke the sprue trying to get it out. Games Workshop? We're gonna have some words. Is this explanatory or not explanatory? It seems explanatory. Okay. I glue her hips together as my first step. Can do. Check. Oh, with a leg? Is her leg already attached? No, it is not. It's a tiny little leg. Antebellum South fashion snatched from the hands of the racists infused with neon goth rave culture. I need to see it in practice because that description does not fill me with anything but dread. The big skirts, but torn and ruffled with neon red, black and neon yellow seersucker, etc. Huh. I think I need to see it in practice. I don't think it's a thing, but if I could do fashion, I can make it a thing. Anyone can do fashion. The question is, can you do fashion well? It's my fetched. I'm not 100% sure I know what fetched means. In fact, I'm more certain I don't know what it means than I'm certain I know what it does mean. Oh, fuck. Got this big mold line right down the front of your fucking leg. What a design decision that is. Fetched is not the same as snatch. Snatched. I'd make dresses, but I don't want to wear them. I would wear dresses if you made them. You just have to make them big enough for me. Oh, it's so fetch. Got it. Everything's sharp and everything hurts when you touch it more than once. And I've touched it plenty of times. I really didn't have that at all. All right. Just want people to feel pretty in my dresses. I have a book of sketches from when I was making dresses for Vita, my old PC. Yo. Things I've not done enough in my life is design clothes for my characters, because I usually just come up with like one outfit and then I'm like, yeah, that's good. Is it supposed to not be like that? Did I fuck up? How does this work? They overlap like that on purpose? Yes. Okay. All right, I'm not doing that wrong. Right? He's got a sort of a... Yeah, all right. All right, I'm an idiot, but I'm not the biggest idiot. That makes me feel better. Dress girl and various stereotypically girly. Typically. Or is it just slots in there? All right. Bloop. Slot it. No, don't you fucking come apart on me. You little legwit. Music's rad. Master Boot Record is so good. Master Boot Record? I don't know how they say their name. How does this glue together? Like that. All right, we did it. Great job. 4 more years. Go us. Trim the neck down. Oh. What is this? Bug Miku? Which Pokemon Miku type? What's a Pokemon Miku? Claire, what's a Pokemon Miku? Is it like Hatsune Miku? But like a Pokemon? Oh yeah, there you go. I saw it in Holy Fire Chat before anything else happened. That's weird. I guess I'm gonna take that quiz. Let me just finish trimming this vampire's neck. Oh, carefully. Okay. All right, quiz time. I wanted to make sure I posted before mentioning it since I'm in the boons. That makes sense, and I appreciate your smartness. All right. Keeping in mind, I don't know anything about Hatsune Miku. Like, literally all I know is blue-haired sing person. Maybe not even real. Maybe a robot. Maybe just a robot for roleplay. Not sure. My sun sign, well, that's a Sagittarius. What's your number one purpose as a Pokemon? Vocaloid hologram idols. Vocaloid doesn't mean anything, but a hologram idols I can understand. Um, probably that. Except, yeah, it's probably that. Time to start your day. Choose a classic Vocaloid song to get ready to. I've never listened to any of these. I don't know what any of this is. So I'm just going to pick one that's got the best name. Melt, Happy Synthesizer, World is Mine, Butterfly on Your Right Shoulder, Triple Baka. That might be the one. Matryoshka, Luka Luka Night Fever, Electric Angel, Meltdown, Senbon Sakura. Why did I just say that with like a French accent? Senbon Sakura. That's like a southern accent. Double Lariat, Canarella, Mosaic Roll. It's got to be Triple Baka. Just because I like the name Triple Baka. Describe my trainer fit. Same clothes I usually wear. Okay. Fashionable and trendy. I'm never wearing the same outfit. Sporty. Definitely not sporty. Trendy but basic. Not too busy but stylish enough. Dark colors. Probably. Grungy baggy clothes that make me look tough as hell. Cute and frilly. Let's go to... Probably that. Shopping. What's my go-to store? Tarzan. Claire sent a quiz about something. About a Pokemon Vocaloid, and I only know what one of those words means. So I'm just taking it because why not? But we're also building vampires. Everything is probably the abandoned Thrifty Mega Mart. Feeling peckish. What am I gonna eat? Oh God, I have to know things about these Pokemon berries. Nature's gifts come together as one in this berry. It has a wondrous mix of flavors that spread in the mouth. Because of the hollow inside pocket, there isn't a lot to eat, but what can be eaten is sweet and delicious. Yeah, Vocaloid's like Miku. I don't know what a Vocaloid is. She's a robot. Or a hologram or something. Small hint of spiciness lingers in the red granules surrounding this berry. Larger and smoother than an Oron berry. Berry's peel is hard, but the flesh inside is juicy. And it's sour. That sounds pretty good. Cherry berry. The bright red berry is very spicy and has a provocative flavor. Leaves grow longer and curlier than average. This berry has a somewhat bitter taste. Considered a special power from the olden days. Dried and used as a good luck charm. This is a rare berry. The berry projects an image of luxury, so it's favored as a gift item. It's gotta be the sour one. You spot a troop of uniformed trainers threatening to steal someone's Pokemon. What do? Shoot them with my human gun. Find the closest, strongest looking person to tag team with. Run away. This is not my business. I'll keep watching, though. Probably that. I'd like to think that if I watched a robbery in progress, I would do something about it. Especially if I had a fighting animal or 6 on my belt. Time for a refreshment. Lemonade. I love that Miku's the one that everyone knows, but there's so many more. This is not stuff I know about. How many Pokemon do you usually keep in your party? It's 6. You gotta have all 6. What do you mean? How do you approach a new gym? I'm gonna grind first. Actually, for sure. Which Vocaloid would you want to be friends with? Again, I have to pick by name because I don't know what any of these are. Miku, Rin, Len, Kato, Mako. Drinking Buddy. Okay, there you go. That's easy. I saw Drinking Buddy. That's the move. I would consider myself mostly introverted. Pick the aesthetic I'm drawn to. I guess that one, but I don't really feel strongly. I feel strongly against these three, but I don't really feel strongly about any of these. Oh, hey, there you go. We have an ad coming up, so I can finish the quiz and then we can go on an ad break. My favorite genre of music. Yeah. That. Maybe that. I'll go with that. Essentially penis music? What does that mean? What? What? What does that mean? What is penis music? Favorite time of day? Nighttime, baby! What do I love most about Miku? I guess iconicity. That's the only thing I know about Miku. Is that she's got those big old blue hairs. Do you like Pokemon battles with random trainers? Yes. Consult the bones and penis music. Songs to sing to your penis and or about your penis, obviously. Fair. Do your Pokemon sleep in your bed with you? Yes. If my dog sleeps in my bed with me, my Pokemon sleep in my bed with me. Which emoticon resonates with me? Finally, last question. Where do I see myself with my Pokemon in 20 years? 20 I just looked at the clock like the clock was going to tell me what 20 years from now is. I guess that's 2043. God, I hadn't thought about existing that long. Oh. Yeah, it's got to be retired. Poison type. Those fucking shoes! What is happening with those shoes? What in the sweet great Googa Ding Dongs is happening with those shoes? Also, what fucking Pokemon is that? I am the coolest person ever. I am chill and my friends know me for my laugh and chaotic energy. I'm kind of a rebel. I tend to act before I think, meaning I tend to face consequences often, but I get back up pretty easily. Okay. That's... Sure, yeah. Same house, more minis, more dogs. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Ooh, what is happening here? What is with these shoes? They're like goopy. It's like a plastic bag with like dripping badness, but it's a shoe. That's Toxis. I can't even say that name. Toxicity? 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 Toxicity. Poison and electric. I mean, okay. He looks like a punk. So, like, yeah. This is a wild-ass outfit. I don't know anything about a Miku or a Hatsune, but there we go. Poison type is one of my preferred types of Pokemon, so that does track. Surprise, I like ghost types and poison types a lot. It's break time. I'll be back. Don't fucking go anywhere. I mean, or do if you want to. I'll be right back. Don't die. Okay, I'm back, which means everybody else is too. Now, I can stop waiting for this body to dry, and I can put this head on. I can give head to this man. Which, honestly, the opportunity to give head to a sexy vampiress? Please. Please, please, please. Let me get what I want. I was here the whole time. The only way to start is by beginning. The only way to win is by learning. The only way to learn is by playing. I think that's how Game Changer goes. To be fair, I was also here the whole time. This was one of those breaks that I didn't actually get up and do anything with. Sword is gonna piss me off. Your show doesn't start till roughly 7 p.m. tomorrow. That's when my fucking stream is. Rah! Let me see what I can do about that. Blair, who's your Vocaloid? I'll post a link when it comes on, but I get it. I appreciate it. Is there going to be a VOD? Wow.
Take your pick, Billy boy.
Yeah, I like that more than the original head for sure. He records it so it'll be viewable after it's on Twitch. Geeks is a horror gamer. Oh, fuck. Well, it sounds like a person I should be following in the first place. Yeah, I like the updo that I chose more than the whatever she's got going on. If you want to post a link to Geeks now, I will happily throw a follow in that direction. Company Tommy's coming out with Warhammer plushies. They got a Squig, a Grot, a Little Unclean One, and a Griffhound. Hell yeah. I saw that this morning, and I like that Little Unclean One. I like it a lot. Who packaged these? Why is this the move? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Ooh, Kritz's hair is separate from the rest of his head? Maybe I'm just going to completely resculpt his hair because I do not like this goofy, long, trailing hair. Thinking of getting the Grot for the spawn? That would be cute. What? Just the legs. That seems like it worked. Yep, we got it. Oh yeah, look at these. Look at these games that I've been wanting to play and these games I do play. Just a little follow. Just a little folly wallow. Nice. Thank you, Moros. Make him bald with the hair butt. The hair butt is definitely more towards what I'm thinking than crazy long hair. Although I kind of want to just scoop out his head entirely and just replace it with this one. That'd be pretty easy to do. Wait, is his hair attached to his leg? Oh, that's wild. This piece is his leg and torso and back of his neck and his hair. That's so weird. What a weird design decision that is. Like, legs go together, and then we have this sexy walking stick, and then the pieces go around it and kind of just build upon it like a tree. That's so weird. That definitely settles that I'm carving out his face and doing something new with it. Shit. All right, we'll figure it out. I mean, I really truly don't know. Why are my fingers not? How about we do this? There you go. That. I don't know how they decided to split it like that. Personally, I think you need to just now have the drape bits and stick and no other details. Ooh. Could be. Won't do that, but definitely thinking about it. Yeah, nothing about that. I don't get it. I think I might get rid of all these weird trailing rat tails too. Like, I really like the cloak of rats, but all the tails hanging out is just kind of goofy to me. So I think I'm going to get rid of them too. Fashion rat tail fringe. I don't think rat tails have ever been in fashion, regardless of the how or the why. I'm pretty sure they've never been the choice of the discerning fashionista. It's a hairy butt with a rat tail. Y'all are killing me. You are making my job so much more difficult. Just kidding. This is wonderful. I'm still cutting off these rat tails. Caked up rat tails out on a Tuesday afternoon. Thursday afternoon? I don't know what the original sound is. Double tailed up. So it just goes together on the legs, sort of? Yeah, that seems to be the case. The design of this mini is just wild. In there. No. Fucking mind your manners. Like that. Vampire who's here for a good time, not a long time. That's ironic because his in-game rules are actually that he's one of the harder vampires to kill. Because he just, every time he dies, he just turns into a swarm of rats and runs away. Nandor the Relentless. They call me the Relentless because I just don't relent. Someone said just bear with me when they describe these instructions. They're really doing it. They're really doing it. And I also have these little plastic rat tails scattered around my desk. Got like these little sperms now. Bork. Okay. Now is the time for me to trim his face out of him. This fucking guy. That's my Nandor impression. Now you know how to make Vine Flare spawn. Perfect. Okay, we're just gonna carve it away, Jensen. And just like that, his face is gone. And then this just kind of goes on front like that, or seems like it. Okay. Fancy rats. I mean, we should all turn into a horde of rats and scurry away. Given the opportunity. they want me to put this on next. But where does it go? Okay, it goes there. I have a cat, so pass. What if you turned into a swarm of rats, and then every time your cat caught one, you came back, when you reconstituted into your true form, you just were just like a little bit shorter. Just got red juice on your white shoes? That's not where either of those go. Don't put red juice on your white shoes. Fuck. Oh, I didn't press it in enough for the glue to do it. Okay. I get it. Mea culpa. My bad. Then this just does that. Looks like. How does it do that? Boo doo boo boop. Wait. So? I don't understand. That. Yeah, okay. Okay. I really don't understand why they decided to build this model this way. Or I guess cut this model this way. Styling ass coat of rats, though. Goddamn. No, be glue together. Be glued together. My cat's a pansy, has more anxiety than my girlfriend does, and we got the cat as an anxiety cat for her? Oh no. So then that just kind of slips and slides right in there, I guess. The thinnest cane ever goddamn sculpted that it's absolutely gonna break when I try to clean off the flash. Yeah, that sucks. I hate that. I don't design things like that. I'm gonna breathe on this too hard and it's gonna snap in half. How? How? Like that? Well, how does it work? Glued it wrong, but I don't know how I glued it wrong. Dang it. Does it go under? Ooh, it go under. I think it go under. Y'all, I think it go under. Fuck. But I do think it go under. I'm pretty confident it go under. I think I got that sorted out. I think it go under. And then this does this. Right? No. How? Oh, there we go. We got it. We're in there. Sweet cup and cakes. We're in there. Okay. Keep a little bit more plastic in there. And then he's got the back piece and the sword. Okay, all right. And then I just have to work that head on. She said. I would say yes, but my cat sees all other cats as a threat to her property. Is she wrong, though? Can't be that simple. Maybe it is that simple. Fuck, it can't be that simple. No, it is that simple. All right, shit. Let's go. Just made this work. Be continuing to work. All right. Got it. Yeah, if I just trim the neck down, again, if I just trim the neck down, I should be good to go. Your cat doesn't take no shit. Nor should they. Gee. Just remembered I know what the gender of your cat is. No D&D tonight. It got canceled. Moros, I'm sorry. Yeah, these are Soulblight Gravelords. Because I've always liked vampires, and Cursed City was the coolest box ever, and then they just kept releasing cool updated things, and I was like, fine, I'll buy it. I'll make an army. How does it just... Eh? Where is sword? Sword is up? How is sword up? In what manner is sword up? How does that work? Oh? Like this? What? Like that. Okay. Weird. Never mind the fact I've had most of these models basically since Cursed City came out. We'll pretend that that's not an issue. I'm getting to them, and that's what matters. I might not even need to resculpt any of that. Yes. Oh, he looks so much more Nosferatu-y now. I really like that. Fuck yeah, we did it. Congratulations, team. What time is it? All right. I'll base these bad mofos up and then we will call it a stream. And figure out who to raid. Come on, Super Glue. Get gluing. I need to clear this nozzle. Catch you later, Moros. Thanks for hanging. Always a pleasure. Always a joy. Oops. All right, now that he has a reasonably length. Oh, I want to run some plastic glue on that. Try to melt that join together. How do I want to pose him? Also got this bit. A little bit of trimming down. It could be a solid something on the ground. Piece of broken masonry or something. Oops. Yeah, I converted a Kato Ezekiel, or however the fuck you say his name. Yeah, I grabbed him when he was out, and I'm happy I did. Do I have just a little bit of pork? Yeah, I do. That might actually be too little of pork. Rats. I can just go get cork. Be right back. I'm not even going anywhere. I'm just rounding the corner over here. Enjoy my cool pants. All right. Just a little bit of cork. Just make the base a little more interesting. And three-dimensional. Oh, does he fit on the whole thing? He does. All right. Sold. Easy peasy. done without a second thought. And let's wait. Put him on the base first. Got some new color shift paints. Ooh. Yo, Huge Minis makes... I have not actually used their paint yet, but I have heard so many good things about Huge Minis. So, I bet that that's going to be a good time. What's my personal favorite army? Are we going... Am I allowed to split between 40k and Age of Sigmar, or do I just have to pick that? Do I just have to pick overall between all? Because if I can split between the two, it's going to be for 40k word bearers and just chaos in general, but especially word bearers. And then for Age of Sigmar, it's got to be Flesh Eater Courts. Like, I really like the Soul Blights just because they're cool as hell, and I like vampires. But Insane Cannibals is really my fucking brand. And I am so hyped for them to be getting new minis soon. And all the other goodness that's going to come along with that. I'm very excited. I believe there were recently leaks that showed off new ghouls. And I didn't see them myself, but I've heard a lot of people talking about them. And that's got me excited. Honorable mentions are Gene Stealer cults and Tyranids in general, but especially Gene Stealer cults for 40k, and because I also have a Gene Stealer cult army and I love them, and Ogre Kingdoms for fantasy. I fucking love Warhammer's ogres. Come on. Do I want that on a different part of the mini? Probably. Yes, I do. I want that over there. Get off my thumb. Get onto the base. This means I should probably also put blue right here. Really like the design of Flesh Eater Quartz. I need to look more into Sigmar, but 40k has been so consuming. I mean, it really is. Like, when I originally got into Warhammer, I got into Warhammer Fantasy through Lizardmen, because I thought Lizardmen were just the fucking dopest shit in the world, and they are, especially with those sexy new minis. But 40k really is huge and well loved by many people. And like, Games Workshop definitely treats 40k as its favorite kid, which contributes to the hugeness of it. Work down on these bases so they're a little more interesting. You know? And then, oh boy, the timing is perfect to raid out. Yeah, I mean, 40k really hit the mark for a lot of people. I think it does. I think setting wise, it does a lot of things that fantasy has never done. Like, even though it is basically just space fantasy, but I think 40k does more that Warhammer Fantasy hasn't done. I don't know if that makes any sense. And that makes it a sort of a more beloved dinger. They have some really quality minis, but IDK if I'm willing to spend for a whole 2,000 up, and yeah, exactly. Yes, yeah, I mean, picking and choosing minis is the best way to do it. Like, I play like 3 times a year. There's really no reason for me to like stay up on Games Workshop at all, but like, I like the minis. They make a product I like. I don't really agree with a lot of their other decisions, but they make a product I like, so I keep coming back. Okay. Let me just swoop these. These tails will be useful somewhere. I know it. Whoop. Get in there. Has my phone been unplugged and not charging this whole time? Maybe. The playing is an excuse to do the rest. Honestly. And as soon as I realized that, like, I started enjoying it more. I started enjoying everything about Warhammer more when I realized that, like, it's not that don't have time for, like, doing my hobby, which is like playing Warhammer. No, I have plenty of time now, especially now that it's my job, to do my hobby, which is painting Warhammer, and occasionally I play with it as well, and I get to see my friends. But that's not the primary part of my hobby. I know there's a lot of people playing is the primary part. Not for me. Not to say I don't like to play or I don't want to play, but it's just not the primary part of my hobby, because that's not. All right, who are we reading into? Who's online? Whitty and Jamie are still online, playing Fortnite. Pre-Existence is playing Cult of the Lamb. What do we got? Ooh. Sam Lenz is online too. Oh, he's painting a Gator Man. This is a cool ass Gator Man. We're gonna raid Sam. Because Sam's a cool dude, and you should learn to paint from Sam. Darth, thank you for hanging out. I'm gonna have a great rest of my day. I'm gonna run a couple errands and then play some fucking Dungeons and Dragons. I hope all of you have a great time. Thank you for making my day so good, honestly. Thank you as always for the everything. The subs, the attention, the all of it. It means a lot to me, and I'm excited to be doing my favorite shit with my favorite people in my favorite time of year. Tomorrow I'll be back in the evening, 7 EST. I'm going to be playing The Quarry, which I hear is a great horror game. So we're going to find out. Ooh. Oh. Oh. What else is there? Nope, that's all I got. That's all I know. That's all I'll ever know. Love you all. And you know what you should do? Make a sandwich. Maybe even eat it. Consider the possibility.